Okay, we live. Sorry, I'm over here looking out the damn window. People outside acting weird. When you drive by like construction workers, and shout out to everybody that works construction, that's out there working right now in the heat. Um, I can say as someone who has done construction before, curb specifically, I used to pour curb. I will tell you this though, I was terrible at this job. My friend Shane from back home, his dad Paul had a construction company, or has. I think he still has it. And Paul put me on the crew. I ain't gonna lie to you. If I would have been someone who knew me at that time, I would have told Paul, this ain't a good hire. But he's terrible. I don't know, man. It just was not for me. But it's funny because I felt like when I worked construction, it just was constantly working, which that's to be expected. Big job, you got a lot to do, you're there to work. But I feel like out here in Washington, when I drive people who are doing construction, it's like a crew of 10, 15 guys and girls. Somebody in the street flagging people, directing traffic. And then there's like 2 people working and everybody else just chilling. Not to say that they don't work, but it's just crazy because I feel like out here, I don't be seeing them do no work. And they're always working on the road, but somehow the road is still like let me not go off, but it's terrible. If anybody who is down in Olympia, works for the state, if you hear this message, y'all roads are terrible. Y'all need to come out here and fix this shit. I'm tired of this. I understand you're probably going to say, well, what type of vehicle do you have, sir? You should get something that's, better for the road. No. I wanted to get the car that I wanted. And I didn't get a Jeep, all right? I don't have some all-terrain vehicle, fam. I got a race car, but y'all got holes in the middle of the street. Like, legitimately, I'm telling y'all, this is not a joke. In some places around the Seattle area, there are just holes in the street. And I don't understand how we have construction going all day, every day, but y'all still got holes in the street. Shit is crazy. Hey, shout out to my man, BigBabyJonathan. Fam, what's good? Oh my God, NBA playoffs. This shit has been crazy. John, tell me what you think about last night, bro. That was crazy, man. If you're not understanding what I'm talking about Utah Jazz versus Denver Nuggets, Game 7, literally one of the best basketball series I think I've ever watched in my entire life. I am 34 years old. I've been watching basketball since I was barely this big, and I have seen a lot of great series. And that Denver-Utah is up there. It is up there. Somehow Donovan Mitchell shout out to Gary Harris. Gary Harris comes back after not playing basketball since like March 10th. He comes back. He does not impact them in such a negative way that they end up losing. They win both games. They came back from 3-1, y'all. 3-1. And somehow at the end, he's playing D. Donovan gives one move off, and then somehow Gary hit it from behind. I feel bad for Donovan because a turnover like that in a Game 7 with the time running down, and then, oh my God, Jamal, it falls right in Jamal's lap like he was on punt return. He literally had his hands like this and caught the ball and go to take off running. Boom, 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 dribble it down. He passes to Torrey Craig, who somehow he's out there looking like me at LA Fitness, tricked the layup. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, bro, you could have sealed it, or you should have just dunked it. I don't know. You literally tricked the layup. I couldn't believe it. I'm glad that I saw an interview where they were having a laugh about it after the game. Because, nigga, I would not have been laughing if we would have took the L off that. Missed a wide open layup. And then they go the other way. Rudy Gobert gets the rebound. He kick out to Mike Conley. You see Donovan. Donovan also did not get back on defense after he committed this turnover. He's in such shock. I think his body was paralyzed for a moment. It looked like it because he didn't run his ass back. And then he's literally standing there. He watches Mike Conley put up a three-pointer that rims in and out, and they lose a game 7 like that. That's one of the craziest finishes in NBA history. Because it could have went to anybody. Every night, Jamal and Donovan dropping 50, going crazy. Oh, my gosh. Shout out to my man, BigBabyJonathan. We, as Laker fans, we're waiting on – I think OKC is going to win it. I know that sounds crazy as hell, but as Laker fans, we are waiting on OKC Houston to finish up. That finishes up tonight, and I'm not gonna Charles Barkley myself. I'm not gonna guarantee it, but I have a really strong feeling that Oklahoma City can win. And I'm saying this because I feel like 2020 has been terrible. But Chris Paul deserves to be able to beat a team that is supposed to crush him, and he deserves to go play in a really good next round. He needs to be able to play against the best of the best. And I feel like he deserves, if he's going to get beat by somebody, it doesn't need to be Houston. It needs to just be the Lakers. So I think OKC can win tonight, and then they'll get swept by the Lakers. That'll be an easy sweep because no one's going to be able to contend with that rebounding and the shot blocking. And I mean, if we actually are hitting our three-pointers, it's over. It's over. Braun could literally not score a point, and the Lakers should be able to sweep just about anybody based on the defense that they will play. Because if Houston gets eliminated, then the team that shoots all the three-pointers to help win games is no longer. And most of the Western Conference teams that are still active in the playoffs, they don't make three-pointers like that. So the Lakers would get the easy win. I mean, I know the Clippers might be tough, but we see what Paul George be doing. He don't be making the threes. I'm not concerned with him. Kawhi, he's going to kill from mid-range. I feel like Braun's going to lock that up. I feel like he'll lock that up. I'm probably talking crazy right now, but I don't know, man. Like, I think they barely beat Dallas. And I feel like when I look at the matchups, Lakers versus Dallas, I feel like the Lakers could probably crush them. And I'm not thinking about anything regular season. It's all based on how the teams were playing in the bubble. I don't think the Clippers are as serious as a threat as most people think. But at the same time, if they win, I mean, maybe I would be a little bit shocked. But I could honestly say, like, okay. I mean, if they put it all together in the right moment, yes, they can beat anybody. They could probably beat everybody. But there's something to be said when you have multiple 7-footers or people who are close to that height protecting the paint, and you have them in your first and your second unit. No team has that. The Clippers don't have that. So that's why I don't really truly believe that they're that much of a threat. If Braun get out in the open court, you're talking about all we got to do is have a couple of people get on the wing, get ready to shoot the three, big guy dive to the hoop, and then it's Braun running the ball down the court. You don't think he's going to see where everybody's at, make the right passes, and like I said, all they got to do is knock down the shots. It should be easy. Milwaukee keep losing these game ones. I'm disappointed. I don't think Jimmy Butler can keep getting 40, though. That seemed outside of his. Like, I know he has that ability, but I feel like that's outside of his pay grade. To get 40 every night, because that's what's going to have to happen if they want to actually win 3 more against Milwaukee. Now, I know they beat them in the regular season, but again, that does not matter. And I know that Miami is playing well in the bubble, but I just feel like Milwaukee is that team that needs to, like, they let you kick their ass game 1 so they can see what type of plays you're running. And then they're going to come back and then breeze through. I don't think it'll be super easy, though. I think, obviously, as they advance round to round, the competition gets a little bit stiffer. So they are going to have some trouble. But, again, I don't think Jimmy Butler can get 40 every night. Yes, he has the ability. But without him wearing down, and then because in order for him to get 40, he has to take shots away from other players on the court, that will break their rhythm. I don't think their team is at a place yet where they can win deep into the playoffs playing like that. That's what I want to specify. Jimmy Butler is fully capable of getting 40 every night, but he's not capable of getting 40 every night without it impacting his team significantly based on their youth, their lack of experience in these playoffs. playoff games, and the fact that their opponent is the Bucks, who, although they have struggles, they are not a slouch team. It's going to be tough to do that against them 4 times in a row. Who else we got? Milwaukee got to tighten up, bro. That's my second team. I need Milwaukee to tighten up. I got to stop losing these game ones. The shit is embarrassing. But like I said, Jimmy was out there killing. If that happened again tonight, oh my God. We got to start giving him credit as I would think at that point, besides maybe like Klay Thompson, I think Jimmy Butler would be the best 2-guard in the league. If he put Milwaukee to sleep and he play like the way he has been playing, I think you have to start giving him that type of props because he's cold as ice out there. Let's see. Who else is playing, man? I tried to watch some baseball lately. Trash. And only because it's not as fun. Like, you don't get to see the crowd. So when they hit a home run, I be thinking sometimes, like, why do y'all even run the bases? I know it's a part of the rules, but like, you ain't even hitting these for nobody. Why even run the bases? It's out of the park. Like, just count the run and walk back to the dugout. Save yourself. Save those knees and those hamstrings. I don't know, man. I seen the score the other night where a team got blown out. Was it 23-5 or something in a baseball score? Bro, y'all even playing? I'm telling you, some of the motivation comes from the crowd. You don't ever see scores like that back in the day. The crowd will literally, especially if you're at home, they'll keep you in the game. They were at home and they got beat 23-5. That means somebody their house and kicked their ass, destroyed all their shit, ate up all their food, and then left up out of there and left them looking like this. Crazy. I feel like that's the only thing we can really update on is sports, man. I mean, entertainment is garbage. I heard the Grammys are they're gonna build a museum or whatever in Atlanta. That sounds cool, but who really cares about the Grammys? Apparently I'm in a fantasy football draft. I mean, not apparently, like I knew, but I wasn't paying attention to it. And then my man texted the group chat and was like, hey, draft starts tomorrow. This was yesterday. Says draft starts tomorrow or today, excuse me. He's like, y'all gotta be ready. There's an 8-hour window. I didn't even have my settings right. So I picked my first player and I was like, oh, 8-hour window. I'm thinking all the homies are going to actually use the window. They don't use that shit. They're rapid drafting. They was ending up waiting on me, man. And apparently my thing was on auto draft. The computer just picked somebody else, some brother I didn't even want. But I think it's somebody that's good. I think I ended up with the guy, what's his name? Is Josh Jacobs? Is he the Oakland Raiders running back? I think he's really good. But like, if I was picking, I don't know if I would have picked him. I mean, shout out to the auto draft, but my man texted me and was like, fam, are you gonna auto draft? You actually gonna pick your players? I'm like, oh no, I saw that this morning. I already went through, updated the settings. I had to turn the notifications on because I had them things off when it's off season because I don't want the random things sending me updates and emails and all that trash. But yeah, I almost messed up my own fantasy football team because then it ain't no fun if you know you're going to take the L. And sometimes the computer be putting you in some compromising positions. I ain't trying to have a bunch of guys that I don't want who have terrible quarterbacks so that way they're not going to be able to put up numbers. Man, it just is. It's not going to do well for my cholesterol. I mean, my blood pressure, excuse me. Like I can't have that being through the damn roof. You know what I'm saying? Cholesterol's already through the roof. But I can't have my blood pressure skyrocketing just because of fantasy football. And that tends to happen every year. I think I've been doing this for about the last 10 years, easy, maybe close to like 12. I've only won one time. One time. Couldn't believe it. And I'm in 3 leagues. So the best I ever normally do is like second place. And then I have that one win. And it's only in one of the leagues. It's disappointing. But at the same time, I don't know. This is the year where you got to stay focused in the first couple rounds of drafting because there's only so many good players. A lot of these people are opting out due to COVID. I don't blame them, though. The NFL not really looking to keep y'all all that safe. Like, opt out. Protect you and your family. Remember, that's most important, family. All right, man. Well, you know what? We did all sports today, but these are the shows now. They're gonna be about this quick, 15 to 20 minutes, and then I'm peacing, bro. That's it. So hey, this was the NBA update. You'll notice the title says something to the effect of like it's hot as balls or something, or ball sweat because it's hot. Bro, it's hot, man. Y'all gotta stop telling me that it's not hot. I know what my body feels, and I can base it off the amount of sweat that's all around the rolls on my stomach and my back. I know how it be feeling back there. And it's not if it wasn't hot, I wouldn't be wet. All right. And I'm not the good kind of wet. Like, never mind. You know what I'm saying, man? It's hot, man. Don't play with me. This is the Minkle Jackson Show, Season 3, Episode 2. Tell your friends about me. I'm out of here.